N Studio Digital Radio.
Special shout out to T. De Niro who made this interview possible.
What's up, y'all? This is Datwon Thomas of Vibe Magazine, and I'm in studio.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Johnny Torres for N Studio. Today, we have the privilege to have Datwon Thomas. Datwon, can you tell us, who is Datwon Thomas?
Datwon Thomas is a cool guy. I'm just like one of those content creators, man. I'm currently executive editor of Vibe Magazine out here in New York. It's our 20th year.
I see you, man.
I started at Vibe Magazine in 1996 as an intern, and I came back in 2010 as an editorial director, and now I'm executive editor. So my career has been, wide-ranging, man. Always been publishing in digital media. But at the base of it, man, I'm just a Brooklyn kid, that's traveled the world, and just happy for, all the different blessings and stuff that I get.
Why publishing?
I feel as though publishing came about from my love of reading and writing from an early age, and I guess I picked hip-hop journalism or music journalism because of my love affair with hip-hop and the music itself. So to put the two loves together and to be able to make a living and do some great things for the culture, it's like I'm living a dream, man. I remember reading Vibe Magazine when it came out in like 92, and I was still in high school. It was like just wishing I could do something like that, to be able to report on rappers and give my opinion on whatever new record was out or whatever new dancer style or clothing or whatever. I just wanted to be absorbed with the lifestyle. And I got that opportunity, man. And sometimes I just feel as though it was just destined because I wanted it so bad and I worked towards it. So I think publishing is just one of those mediums when you think about all the people that are rich in the world. They're not in, textiles or hard natural resources. They're in either communications or they're in some kind of form of publishing. The two billionaires that are, black and that own their own stuff is like Oprah Winfrey and Bob Johnson, and they're both communications amazing, and entrepreneurs. So when you think of communication, I think of publishing, and it's just the best way to connect with the people.
You're an executive editor. That's a big title. What is your mission as far as the reader and the experience that they have?
Wow. When I first got back to Vibe, I was editorial director. I did that early 2012, and then I switched over to executive editor, so I could be more of a liaison. It's basically just a title change, but I'm still doing the same job essentially. I'm a little bit more on the digital side now, but my title entails me to kind of be a liaison between the administrative side of the business and the creative writing side of the business, so that the two staffs can understand each other a little bit better. Since I have experience on both sides, my skills afford me a chance to get them on the same level when they're not on the same level, and to come in with creative concepts and things that may benefit both parties. And how the reader is benefiting is I'm always thinking about the reader. I'm always thinking about the consumer. I always want them to have the best experience when they come to our website, or they come to one of our events, or if they read the mag, or if they see something that we're attached to. I just want all the experiences and kind of feel that they get from us to be as good or as best as we can provide for them.
Vibe is a powerhouse. You guys, have gone from magazines to awards to publishing books. Do you feel like readers are still out there? Because the model has been broken due to like online media and self-publishing.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy time to be in publishing, and now you just can't call it publishing and think print. If you look at all these different magazines that were powerhouses that went under, like at least their print editions, like Newsweek. This is something that was a staple within, America as a whole on a mainstream level, and they just did away with their print edition, and they're straight online now. Also, like with a magazine like Spin, they're just straight digital now. The one thing that I believe that's a stronghold for us is that we still produce a print issue, every 6 to 7 weeks, and we're holding on to make sure that we do that. The reader is still there. We just got to make sure that we're providing the reader with something that they want to hold tangibly. And I feel like digital, of course, it's the wave of the future. It's where we are. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, digital is the future." No, digital is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel as though like we have a lot of different consumers on the digital level, but we still have those people that would love to see the cover of a mag and flip through it, and when their phone died, they could just pull this mag out, read it on the plane or whatever. So we do it for them.
What is your biggest challenge?
I think my biggest challenge is also one of my biggest successes, or something that I set a goal as. My goal is to always try to get the ideas that I feel are really good that are in my head and get them out to the people to enjoy or to at least critique and experience. And I would say my biggest obstacle is not being able to make that happen due to creative differences or budget constraints, or the landscape might not be ready for it. Those are like the kind of obstacles that will stunt a really good idea, or an idea I know that can expand and grow. That's my biggest obstacle. I mean, there's so many other things that come with the game as far as like shiesty people and unfortunate circumstances, be it like a photo shoot can't happen or whatever, or the execution of an idea doesn't go all the way. But I think it's really just not getting the actual dope creative aspect of something out the way that I would want to.
And
so when it does happen, it's amazing.
You mentioned goals and success. What are some of the attributes that have made you successful in this industry?
I would have to say some of the attributes that's made me successful is just having a positive attitude, man. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, you can have the best team that you can have, you can have the best plan, but if you're constantly going with that crew or that plan or whatever with a negative attitude or not optimistic about it, then it's all for naught. Like, you really are defeating yourself, and you're worrying more than you're actually producing. So what I do is I try to go into things with a positive energy, and what ends up happening is positive energy is contagious the same way negative energy is contagious. So if I come in with a negative attitude, then the staff will have a negative attitude, and then it seeps into the creative, and then the people will see that. I just love being upbeat, being determined, being smart, also having vision, kind of being able to see beyond what's in front of you or what the obstacles are in front of you at the moment. You have to be able to say, okay, in the perfect world, but I can get past it. What's going to happen next, and how is it going to look in the future? And that's the way that I've built my career, and it's been working for the past 16, 17 years.
What advice would you give to a young Datwon Thomas coming into the game?
Man, that's a good one. The advice that I would give a young Datwon Thomas, it would definitely be to focus. It's so easy in the entertainment industry to get derailed by all the fanfare, the parties, the girls hanging out with celebs, the money, the lack of money, and it's so many different things that can throw you off your path of being able to create. And when you look back on your career, say if I'm talking to a young Datwon Thomas or someone that really wants to get in this industry in you want to think about 10, 15, 20, 25 years from now, what will your legacy be? Will you just be known as the party person? Will you just be known as the person that hung around celebs and just wrote puff pieces? Or did you actively create and contribute quality to the culture? And that's what I've always been on. I've always been kind of focused on one of my legacy to stand after I'm gone, and for it to be on a solid foundation that this was a hard worker, he did creative concepts, and, he was a good person, very fair. So those are the things that I would tell someone that wants to get in it, because you learn as you go. No one comes equipped with all the tools that you need on this journey. You just learn as you go, and you just hope the journey is as adventurous and fulfilling as you dream it.
What do you want to let the people know about you that they don't already know?
I think I would like to let the people know that I think people kind of know that I'm a fun-loving individual, but I'm a big music head. I've been getting into a lot of different books lately. Mastery by like Robert Greene. I like to read a lot, but I'm also a ping pong fanatic. Like, I love table tennis, you know what I'm saying? I love go-kart racing. Those are like passions of mine. I also have like a t-shirt and hoodie line called Rec Room. You can find it online at REC- that's the dash just in the middle, RM.com. So rec-rm.com. And, you know, just have fun, man. I'm married, 3 girls. I got 3 daughters, you know, and just happy about life right now, man. So that's me in a nutshell.
Can you just let everybody know how they can reach you?
Definitely, man. I'm all social media out, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook. My Instagram is at DATWON, Datwon. You can reach me on Twitter at Daydog, DAYDOG. You can also catch me in Vibe Magazine. We also have our website, vibe.com, VIBE. You know, check it out. I'm up on there. I post a lot of underground hip-hop stuff. That's like kind of like my beat. I just love doing that. And, you know, just get at me. I'm out here, man. You know, just rocking. Hopefully I'll be out there real soon, you know, coming straight from NYC. I'm looking forward to that.
N Studio Digital Radio.